Hello and welcome to Oregon and Bob Brock Stadium as we get set for Sunday matinee baseball here on the Wild Wild West League. This afternoon, it's the Gresham GreyWolves taking on the Westland Knights for our first of two games this Sunday. For the Knights, it's unfamiliar waters for the team from Westland. Brook Knight and the squad fell 5-4 to the Pickles and took their first loss of the league last night. They have an opportunity to turn things around quickly against the GreyWolves this afternoon. Things were close against the Knights and the GreyWolves last time these two teams faced off, and the Knights will need to play all-around baseball for a win today. On the other side, the Gresham GreyWolves are on a two-game slide, losing two straight to the Portland Gherkins, giving up a combined 27 runs in those two losses. The short-staffed GreyWolves will need to get their pitching going to try to quiet the bats of the Knights this afternoon. Two teams looking to bounce back after losses. It's the Westland Knights taking on the Gresham GreyWolves here in the Wild Wild West League. Well, a game that will be only 7 innings due to the heat here at Bob Brock. As we get set for our first pitch, the lineup for the Knights, the away team will be batting first. Jake Holcroft, Briley Knight, Chad Stevens, Andy Armstrong, James Anderson, Nicholas Klemp, Ben Lead, and Thomas Ducard. On the other side for the GreyWolves, it'll be Trevor Antonson, Grant Heiser, Baxter Halligan, Isaac Lovings, Dominic Enbody, Trace Hockinen, Kevin Meiser, Payson Manning, and Tanner Jacques. Pitching for this GreyWolves staff will be 6'4", 175 right-hander Riley Sinclair. Sinclair, a new addition to the staff of the GreyWolves, stands on the mound. He is on his way to Seattle University to become a Red Hawk. On the other side, pitching for the Knights is Washburn. And he'll be on the mound for the first time since the opening game of the Knights against the Gherkins. Sinclair, between his junior and senior year, added 9 miles per hour to his fastball, up into the low 90s. Probably one of the better pitchers the GreyWolves have. It's a long-legged dealer. He's going to throw a lot of fastballs, a couple of curves. Try to beat you with speed. So the wind not blowing too hard here at Bob Brock, but boy, balls are flying off the bats in batting practice. One name to note especially, Jake Ducard had a terrific BP, put on a show. Nothing was short of the warning track in his batting practice. So as Riley Sinclair continues to warm up, we get set for game 1 of this Sunday doubleheader, our final day of 3 doubleheaders in a row. Tonight will be the Pickles taking on the Gherkins in the battle for Portland. Before we get going, we want to wish a happy birthday to our great Colleen's brother, David. David, happy birthday. I hope you have a good one. And hope you're joining us here in the Wild Wild West League. So for the outfield of this GreyWolves team, it'll be Heiser in left, Manning in center, Halligan in right, infield, Enbody down the line at third, Antonson at short, Jacques playing second, and at first base is Hockinen with Lovings putting down the signs in the squad. Jake Holcroft, the left-handed batter, to lead things off for this Knights team. Holcroft yesterday was 2 for 5 with a pair of RBIs and a single and a double. So Holcroft stands in and will get set. Opening offering off the plate outside. The count 1 ball, no strikes. Holcroft stands in. Lead off yesterday. 3 lefties to start the ball game for the Knights. 1-0. Off the plate, low and outside, and the count 2 balls and no strikes. Knights in the black tops, not really jerseys, just t-shirts. This hot day. 2-0. Swinging a slow roller towards short. Antonsen gets to it. Quick exchange to first. Just beats the speed of Jake Holcroft. Antonsen knew he had to hurry, and he made a nice play at short. 6-3 for the first down of the ball game. And up comes Riley Knight. Knight had a terrific game yesterday for this Westland team. 2 for 5 with a single, a home run, and RBI. And he took a walk, 0-1. And he takes a strike, low and inside. Count it, 0-1-2. So Knights with the pinstripe pants and the black t-shirts. GreyWolves in the camouflage-like tops. The gray pants. 0-1 tonight. And he looks at a ball downstairs. Below the knees, the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. A hot summer day here in Aurora, Oregon. Westland Knights taking on the Gresham GreyWolves. Both teams trying to bounce back after a loss. 1 run from Sinclair. Misses low and outside. The count of 2 balls and a strike. Knight taps the plate twice. Swings the bat in a circle and looks in towards Sinclair. Sinclair kicks and deals 2-1. Misses low and inside. Counted 3 balls and a strike. The Knights able to score in the first inning of their last game thanks to Bradley Knight's home run to right center. The wind is starting to pick up. Going out strong that way. 3-1 to the lefty. And he takes ball 4. Bradley Knight is aboard. And up comes the left-handed batter, Jake Ducar. Ducar out of the University, or Oregon State University. 1 for 5 yesterday with the single. Jake today playing second base. Runner on, 1 gone, tap 1. Opening offering. Outside. We've seen Bradley Knight steal off Isaac Lovings before. This early in the game. Let's see if the coach sends him. Bradley Knight at first after his walk. Jake Ducard stands into the batter's box. Righty on lefty. Sinclair's 1-0. Outside again. Bounces off the glove of Lovings, and Knight takes second base. A pass ball moves Bradley Knight into scoring position. That one just popped out of the glove. And Ducard with an opportunity for an RBI here in the opening frame. Knight with great speed at second. Here the 2-0. Up and outside. Down to 3 balls and no strikes. Holcroft grounded out to short. Knight walked. Reached second on a pass ball. Top 1 out. Runner at second. 3-0 from Sinclair. And Ducard swings and sends one into left center field. Going back is Manning. He gets under it, looks up, makes the catch. Knight is tagging, and the throw is over the head of Antonsen. It takes a couple hops to third. Knight in there easily. Ducard moves the runner up 90 feet. Riley Knight at third with 2 gone in the top of the first. So Chad Stevens, a shortstop, steps into the batter's box. First righty that Sinclair will see. Top one, no score between Westland and Gresham. Here at Bob Brock, Sinclair kicks and deals. A strike, catches the outside part of the plate. And the count at 0-1. Stevens looks in. Sinclair sets and deals. We're going to drive up the middle for a base hit. Riley Knight strolls home. It's an RBI knock for Chad Stevens. And just like that, the Knights are on the board here in the first. 1-0 Westland. So the first hit of the ball game for the visitors is an RBI single. And up comes the right-hander, Andy Armstrong. Armstrong was 0 for 5 yesterday. Did score a run, reached on a fielder's choice. Hitting 167 in the Wild West League. Runner at first is Stevens, excuse me. Stevens goes, ball's on the inside. Loving's throw is late. And a stolen base for Chad Stevens. 1 ball and no strikes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom of the first. Sorry we missed you. It's a little hot here at Bob Brock. Triple digits if you haven't heard. Coming up for the GreyWolves, Antonsen, Heiser, and Halligan to face Jack Washburn. Washburn, who led things off for the Knights, pitched 5 hitless innings in their opening game against the Gherkins. And is back on the mound for Westland. If you missed the first inning, we'll recap it for you. Jake Holcroft grounded out to third. Riley Knight walked, reached second on a pass ball. Ducard flew out to center. Knight tagged on the play, went to third. Then Chad Stevens picked up the first hit and an RBI. He went on to steal second, and Andy Armstrong grounded out to third. So 1-0 Knights. Bottom of the first. The field for this Knights team, it will be Holcroft in left, Ducard in center, lead in right. Armstrong down the third baseline. Stevens at short. Jake Ducard playing second, and Anderson over at first. Clem put down the signs below us. As up comes Trevor Antonsen. Antonsen hitting 200 in the Wild West League. And he looks at a hit by pitch. Ball clipped him. So 1 pitch, 1 base runner for the GreyWolves. And up comes the right-handed batter, Grant Heiser. So Heiser with the runner aboard, the tying run. Looks in towards Washburn. Opening offering. Strike on the outside. Counted 0-1. Last time these two teams faced off, Gresham got the first run of the ball game. Knights put up 2 in the 7th and would take a 2-1 win on a great pitching night from Scott Wright. 0-1. Look out, up and inside. And the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Leading at first is Atkinson after he was hit by the first pitch of the ball game from Washburn. 1-1. Check swing. And a strike catches the outside part of the plate up and away. Count at 1-2. 1-0 Knights. Bottom 1 here at Bob Brock. Nobody out. Runner at first and a 1-2 count to Grant Heiser. Throw over to first and no tag applied by Anderson. Grant Heiser hitting .316. He's 4th in RBIs in the WWWL. And he swings and misses at a high fastball. And the first out of the first is a strikeout for Jack Washburn. So up comes the left-handed batter, Baxter Halligan. Halligan hitting .294. Was 1 for 5 yesterday with a double. 1 on, 1 out, bottom 1. 1-0 Knights. Opening offering. Swinging a foul on the left field line. And they count it, no balls and 1 strike. Halligan then Loving's on deck. GreyWolves trying to respond after giving up a run in the top of the inning. Washburn sets, goes quickly to first. A nice pickoff play. And diving back safely is Anderson. A 1, runner goes. Swinging a drive into right center field. This ball drops for a base hit. And Anderson didn't know it at first. Now he goes back to second. And he's safe in there. So 2 on and 1 out. Trevor Anderson was ready to go back to first. Thought that ball was going to hang up there. Instead took a hop in front of Thomas Ducard. And the first hit of the night for the GreyWolves belongs to Baxter Halligan. Has 2 on with 1 gone. And up comes Isaac Lovings. Lovings had a great game for this GreyWolves squad yesterday. It was 2 for 5 with a single and a double. First pitch to him from Washburn. Swinging a foul. So the GreyWolves with a knock in the first inning off Washburn. They've already done more than the Gherkins did in their 5 innings against them 2 Sundays ago. Bottom 1, 1-0 Knights, 1 out, 2 on. Washburn sets. And deals. Ball off the plate, low and outside. Just misses. The count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Anderson has good speed over there at second base. So does Halligan at first. Those are carrying today at Bob Brock. Lovings can put one in the field. 1-1. Upstairs for a ball. And the count at 2 balls and a strike. 2 on, 1 gone, 1-0 Knights. Bottom 1. Washburn shakes off a pitch, now sets. Looks at second, looks home, 2-1. Up and away off the plate. And they count at 3 balls and 1 strike. So hitters count to Lovings. A walk would load the bases for Dominic Enbody. Left-handed batter. Lovings sets. Waves the bat behind his head, 3-1. And he takes ball 4 up and in. The bases are loaded for the GreyWolves, which means the tying and go-ahead runs are in scoring position. As up comes Dominic Enbody. Enbody hitting .333. He was 2 for 4 yesterday with a pair of singles, an RBI and a run. He's got the bases full here in the bottom of the first. Opening offering. And he swings and pops one up behind home plate. Chasing it was Anderson in front of the dugout of the GreyWolves. He steps back and makes the catch. And an unproductive out for anybody. The double play ball now an option, and there's two gone in the bottom of the first. So it's up to Trace Hockinen with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Right-handed batter looks to the right-handed pitcher, Washburn. Atkinson at third, Halligan at first, Lovings on the right field line. Opening offering. Off the plate upstairs, and the count at 1-0. Bottom 1 here at Bob Rock. Knights 1. GreyWolves none, but the bases loaded for the home team. 1-0. Off the plate again, up high. And the count at 2 balls and no strikes. So a hitter's count for Hockinen. With nowhere to put him at 2-0. Washburn with a long bottom of the first, 2-0. Low and outside. And the count at 3 balls and no strikes. Hockinen gets some dirt on his hands. Always playing without those gloves. His open stance. Stands in. 3-0 count. Bases loaded. Bottom 1. A walk ties this ball game. The pitch. And strike. Low and outside. I don't think Trace Hockinen knows the count. Or he tossed his bat at first. Now he goes and gets it. Looks at the umpire. Doesn't agree. And the count at 3-1. So Washburn gets the call on 3-0. Now he needs another strike. Bases loaded. 1-0 Knights. Bottom 1. Opportunity for the GreyWolves. Swinging a foul. And the count full at 3-2. Hockinen gets dirt on his hands. Picks up the bat. A single. Most likely gives the GreyWolves the lead. Give up a run in the top of the first. But can they bring home a run in the bottom of the inning? Washburn's 3-2. Swinging a drive into right field. Moving back his lead. He gets under it. Looks up. And makes the catch. So bases are left loaded. The GreyWolves do not score. We head to the top of the second. 1-0 Knights here at Bob Brock.
What we've developed is a concept that is based upon a friendship partnership, but there's much more to it than that.
It was an adventure. What happened today, it was like making an adventure. Let's go. What will happen?
The Venados came to us and said, we've got real talent down here and we want you to see them. And whatever happens, happens. But what it started to become was something a lot more special than that.
Sport is a bridge, and I think this is the beginning of a journey that is going to develop into something very, very special.
They all have that same dream of playing baseball at the next level. Everybody came together in this old ballpark for baseball and couldn't have had more fun.
I can only imagine that it's going to be electric, for us to experience, and then hopefully we can kind of bring some of that love back to them, and hopefully it's a good game and it's exciting.
We came down here with a goal to expand baseball and expand culture, and it's a universal language.
We got free from Sinclair. Misses going outside. Down to 1 ball and no strikes. Anderson Clem for the Westland there. Day. Here in Aurora, Oregon. Knights rocking the undershirts as their jerseys, and why not? Sinclair's 2-1 to the right-handed Anderson. Misses up and inside. Count 3 balls and a strike. Sinclair sets, looks in, and deals a 3-1. Swinging a pop-up behind home plate. Loving's moving over in front of the Knights dugout. This ball drops right next to Anbody. Must have lost it in the sun. We count at 3-2. Well, thanks for joining us here on the Wild Wild West League. If you missed it, the Knights put up a run in the top of the first. GreyWolves loaded the bases with 1 out in the bottom of the inning, but did not bring home a run. And here we are in the top of the second, a game that will only go 7 innings due to the heat. As in Sam's James Anderson, hitting .353 in the WWWL. 3-2 to him. And he swings and misses. First strike of the ball game for Riley Sinclair. And up comes Nicholas Klemp. Klemp still searching for his first hit as a Knight. Right-handed batter stands in with the bases empty and 1 out. 1-0 Knights. Top 2 at Bob Brock. Sinclair's opening offering. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Halligan moving back right before the track. He gets under it and out number 2 of the top of the second. An opportunity for a quick inning. For Sinclair, as up comes the righty Ben Lead. Lead also going to find his first knock of the WWWL. Didn't play in last night's contest. Playing right field today as he stands in. Opening pitch to him. And he looks at a ball low and inside. The count of 1 ball and no strikes. Well, it's certainly a beautiful day, but the heat makes it a little tough. Wind is blowing strong, which is a nice breeze on the field. 1-0. Skips to the dirt. Good backhand by Lovings. And the count of 2 balls and no strikes. Heat ahead in the count. Taps the plate with a bat. Holds it in front of his eyes as he looks in towards Sinclair. Check swings and brings it behind his head. Open stance for the 8th hitter. Sinclair kicks and knees. And he taps the 2-0 back to the screen. The count of 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 gone, bases empty, top 2 at Bob Brock. Sinclair trying to get a 1-2-3 inning after giving up a run in the first. Just 2-1. Strike, low and inside, catches the plate. The count levels out at 2-2. Westland 1, Gresham done. Top 2 at Bob Brock. Sinclair deals a 2-2. Swinging a foul. Clips off the plate. The count continues at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mentioned it pregame, the GreyWolves on a 2-game slide. Games where they gave up 11 runs 2 days ago and then 16 yesterday. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that does it for the top of the second. 3 up, 3 down, 2 strikeouts for Sinclair. To the bottom of the inning we go. 7-8-9 coming up for the GreyWolves. It's 1-0 Knights.
It started with a checkup that led to a question that spurred a discovery that changed the way we practice health, which led to more questions and more discoveries that changed more ways we practice health. And on it goes. Introducing OHSU Health, a system of doctors and nurses, researchers, clinics, and hospitals, all working together to build a better way to wellness.
Welcome back to Bob Brock Stadium. Bottom 2. 1-0 Westland Knights over the Gresham GreyWolves. This is Kevin Miser. Steps in. Right-handed batter. Looks at a strike at the knees. And over in the middle of the plate, the count 0-1-2. Miser manning Jacques. Bottom of the second. Nice time protect the 1-0 advantage. Washburn deals. Here's a swing and a shot down the left field line. Holcroft gets to it, gets under it, and on the move, makes the catch. An F7 for the first out of the second. And up comes Payson Manning. So right-hander Manning stands in. And he takes the ball inside, downstairs, off the plate. The count 1-0. Manning didn't get a hit in yesterday's contest. 1-0-2. Takes one that skips a good 3 feet in front of the plate. The count at 2 balls and no strikes to Manning. Wind blowing strong out to right center. 1-0 Knights here in the bottom of the second. 1 gone, bases vacant. 2-0. Swing and a pop-up. Right side, down the right field line. Anderson has it. Steps into fair territory and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down, and up comes the batter in the ninth hole, Tanner Jacques. Jacques is 2 for 6 so far with a pair of singles and RBI and 2 runs in the 2 games he's played in the WWWL. First pitch, 2-0. And he looks at a ball up and inside off the plate. And the count at 1 ball and no strikes. Bottom 2, 2 gone, bases empty. 1-0 misses, low and outside. The count at 2 balls and no strikes. Washburn looking to go 1-2-3. 2-0. And 3 balls and no strikes. That one low and in. Atkinson is on deck. He was hit by a pitch on the first pitch he saw. Bottom 2 at Bob Brock, 1-0 Westland Knights. 2 gone, bases empty, 3-0 from Washburn. And that's a walk. So a 2-out walk has Tanner Jacques aboard. As the inning continues, and up comes the right-handed batter, Trevor Antonsen. Tying run at first base. Go ahead, steps to the plate. Antonsen was left stranded at third his last time up. 1 on, 2 gone. Opening offering. Way outside. Good snag by Klemp. They counted 1 ball and no strikes. Top of the lineup. Leadoff man Antonsen stands in. Jacques at first, taking his lead after a walk. 1-0 Westland Knights, bottom 2, 1-0. And a strike at the knees on the outside part of the plate. And the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. That's got the run in the top of the first thanks to a walk, a pass ball, and a single by Chad Stevens. To bring in Buddy Knight. Here's the 1-1. And another strike paints the outside corner. And he counted a ball and 2 strikes. Jacques at first. He's the tying run. 1-0 Westland, bottom 2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that does it. 1 walk, 1 left aboard. To the third we go. It's 1-0 Westland over the GreyWolves. Welcome back. Top 3 here at Bob Brock as Thomas Ducart stands in the batter's box. Lefty on righty to start the third. 1-0 Knights. And the first pitch to Ducart is fouled off his foot. Thomas playing center field today. Had some nice plays in right yesterday. The 9th batter for the Knights. Batting to ready. 0-1 from Sinclair to Thomas. And he checks a swing and lays off a ball downstairs. The count 1 ball, 1 strike. Thanks for joining us here on the Wild Wild West League. Top 3 here at Bob Brock. 1-0 Westland trying to add to their lead. Sinclair deals. And the 1-1 is a ball low and away off the plate. And deals. And to the lefty. Sinclair needs a strike. 3-1 home. Up and outside again, and Thomas Dukarn will take first base. So for the first time this afternoon, the Westland Knights get the leadoff man aboard. And up comes the leadoff hitter, Jake Holcroft. Left with Dukarn. Opening offering. And Holcroft swings and flies this one down the left field line. Foul. Over towards where Randy Brock is hanging out at. A hot summer's day in Aurora, Oregon. Temperatures getting near 99 at Bob Brock Stadium. Runner at first, nobody out. 0-1. And another foul down the left field line by Holcroft into the bleachers. Nobody in the GreyWolves dugout, out on the steps. Everybody hanging back in the shade. Knights out in the sun. 0-2. Sue Holcroft, runner at first, is Dukarn. Sinclair in the top of the third in his opening game of the Wild Wild West League. Runner goes, the throw is up and outside. Loving's throw on the way, and the tag is not applied. Anderson dropped the baseball, and a stolen base for Thomas. So Dukarn easily into second. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Jake Holcroft. The runner in scoring position. Knights trying to add to their 1-0 lead. 1-2 from Sinclair. Misses low and inside. And the count levels out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ralph rocking the shades in the batter's box. Dukarn at second, nobody out. Top 3. Sinclair's 2-2. Swinging a 2-hopper. Number 1 to third on the play. Goes Dukarn. The sac fly in play with a runner at third and 1 gone. For the lefty, Briley Knight. Riley walked and scored a run back in the first. Is the only run of the ball game and an opportunity to get the RBI. Riley currently rocking a 5-game hitting streak with back-to-back multi-hit games. First pitch to him. And he swings and misses. And he counted 0-1. Carlo Jimenez on hand here at Bob Brock. On a hot day. Top 3. This game only going 7 innings. The Knights and the GreyWolves. 0-1 from Sinclair. Misses low and inside. Lovings with a nice block. And the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Knights picked up a run in the first, trying to grab another here in the third. GreyWolves had the bases loaded in the first, and they did not score. 1-1 from Sinclair. Misses low and away. The ball gets back to the screen. Coming home is Thomas Dukarn. On a pass ball, a run comes in. It's 2-0 Knights here in the top of the third. Riley Knight now comes up to bat with the bases empty and 1 gone. 2-0 Westland. Top 3. Riley Sinclair, the future Red Hawk, deals. Here's a strike. Right back to Sinclair. He knocks it down with the glove and tosses to first. A nice play by the pitcher to save a run, or a base runner. And there's 2 gone. So in stands the 4th lefty in a row, Jake Dukarn, into the batter's box. Brother Thomas just scored the 2nd run of the ball game. It's 2-0 Westland. Top 3, wind blown out to center at Bob Brock. We haven't seen a lot of balls get on the warning track. There's a first pitch ball low and inside. And the count at 1-0. Player just got his jersey today, facing some of the better hitters in all of the Northwest. Giving up 2 runs through 3, 1-0. Up and inside, misses, and the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Once again, we'd like to wish David, Colleen's brother, a happy birthday, happy early birthday tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, David. 2-0 home. Misses low and inside, almost clips Jake Ducart. Down to 3 balls and no strikes. Ducart flew out to center back in the first. Base is empty. 2 out. Top 3. Thanks with already a run in. And the 3-0 on its way home. Strike. Catches the inside part of the plate. The count moves to 3-1. Gresham will have the 2, 3, 4 guys coming up in the third. Heiser, Halligan, Lovings. 1-2 on his way from 3-1, excuse me. Swing and a Ducart slaps one down the right field line. Backhand by Hawken, and he takes it himself to first. 1 run is in on a walk, no hits, and none left the board. It's 2-0 Knights midway through 3. The pitch.
Should be good.
Up and inside for a strike.
And then we'll readjust as I do this. Video scoreboard. It's 2-1 Knights.
Apologize for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. It's very hot outside. It's even hotter up here in the booth. All alone outside. Counted 1-1. The metal box. No AC. Still bringing baseball team. This is empty. Where the lefty has 1-1. This is, it's strike going outside. Down to 1-2. Nice put up a run in the first. Scored by Bradley Knight. Thomas Ducart came home in the top of the third. 2-0 Westland. So now Linn is 1-for-1 with the single. Steps into the batter's box. 1-2-2. Ball up and outside. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I'll straddle that.
Two on its way. This is way outside.
It's already
full. 3-2 to Halligan. Halligan with the board is one of their better hitters. Got 3 RBIs. 5 runs. 429 on base percentage for the GreyWolves. 3-2. Swing of it is out number 2 of the third. The second and third strikeout of the ball game for Washburn. So 2 gone, the base is vacant. Up comes Isaac Loving. Isaac Loving took a walk his last time. Loving went to Sunset. Steve Metro as the catcher. December 2019 with the Reno Rams. They go to the St. Louis. These swings and misses the first pitch. Counted nothing in 1. Jamie. Nathan. 0-1-2. He swings and fouls it up. Right field. Counted nothing in 2. 99 here at Barbara. Summer afternoon in Aurora. 0-2 to Lopez. And he takes strike 3 on the outside. That does it for the bottom of the third. 3 up, 3 down for Washburn. To the top of the fourth we go. 2-0 Knights.
Cool down, right? Yeah, commercial. Cool down. Let's keep on.
Here. Okay. Here, I'll go there.
So, Johnny, we switched from that computer to this computer. So, do you want to do the same thing on this one now? So, I'll switch you spots.
It started with a checkup that led to a question that spurred a discovery that changed the way we practice health, which led to more questions and more discoveries that changed more ways we practice health. And on it goes. Introducing OHSU Health, a system of doctors and nurses, researchers, clinics, and hospitals, all working together to build a better way to wellness.
I think the computer stopped freaking out.
Yeah, try to pull it back. I mean, let's put it back.
Yeah.
Idaho right now.
Okay. I'll switch you. And you can take this chair.
So like,
Let's try to keep it like this.
You were there.
Yeah, this is like.
okay.
Ready?
Chad
Chad
Stevens.
Chad. Welcome back to Bob Brown Stadium. Top 2-0 Nets. Chad Stevens steps into the right side of the batter's box. Stevens, Armstrong, Anderson, 4-5-6 here at the top of the fourth, opening up. St. Clair deals a ball upstate. 1-0. Stevens in his last at bat and an RBI single that scored Friday night. He also stole second base. 1-0 on his way to from St. Clair. And it gets him, but inside on the shoulder. St. Clair clips Stevens. Stevens takes a base and a bird.
Cowboy ones all
Up
up.
comes Andy Armstrong.
Because it shows the outlines of the two bases.
If Stevens is running, he's already stolen one base. Base is stolen against Loving. One ball that was dropped by the second baseman.
So,
1 on, nobody out, top 4 at Bob Brown. Sunday matinee matchup. Quick throw to first. Sunday matinee. Stevens leads at first. Got 4. And there he he goes. The pitch is downstairs. Loving's going to pick it out of the dirt, and his throw is late. Another stolen base for Stevens is 2 for 2. And a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Andy Armstrong. Armstrong grounded out to third his last time up. Stevens in second. Now Stevens in second with nobody out. Top 4 Knights trying to add to their 2-0 lead. And St. Clair steps out and looks towards second. Year 1-0. Runner goes again, swinging a chopper down the third base line. It's got a 1 ball, 1 strike. Stevens jogs back to second base.
Is the computer mic on? It's like.
Stevens leads in second.
You're everything.
This way, runner goes again. Check swing. It's a tapper back towards St. Clair. He scoops it up, overhead toss to first. Long turn to third from Stevens, and he jogs back to third. So Armstrong moves the runner over. Stevens in scoring position. A sacrifice fly in play. And after the chat, baseball will resume. So Anderson, who struck out swinging in his last at-bat, steps into the right side of the batter's box. At third is Armstrong, 1 gone, top 4, 2-0 Knights over the GreyWolves here at Bob Brock. First pitch from Sinclair. And Anderson swings and sends one in the air to left center. This ball going back. Goodbye! James Anderson with a 2-run bomb, and it's a 4-0 Westland Knights lead. Anderson goes big fly into the deepest part of the ballpark. And it's a 4-0 Knights advantage. The lead is doubled. As up comes Nick Klemp. Klemp flew out to right his last time out. First pitch to him from Sinclair. And he puts the bunt down, bunts it up in the air down the left field line. This ball in play. Klemp picks it up, throw to first, not in time. Nicholas Klemp with a bunt single. Back-to-back knocks for the Knights. Have the inning rolling in the top of the 4th as up comes Ben Lead. Lead a righty batter. Looks towards Sinclair. 1 out, runner at first. Top 4. There's a swing and a foul back to the screen. And the count 8-0-1. See if Sinclair tries to check on Klemp. Knights have been aggressive on the base paths. Nicholas Klemp has not tried to steal a base in the summer of 2020. The 0-1 misses low and outside. Lovings moves to his right to keep it in front of him. The count at 1 ball, 1 strike. A run in the first, a run in the third, and 2 in the top of the 4th for the team from Westland. 4-0 lead over the GreyWolves on a 2-run home run by James Anderson. 1-1 on its way. Runner goes. And a swing and a drive up the middle past the diving Antonsen for a base hit. On his way to third is Klemp. Stopping at first is Lead. Runners at the corners. And 1 out here at the top of the 4th. So let's make it 3 hits in a row for West Linn. And up comes Thomas Dukarn, who walked, stole a base, and scored in his last at bat. Klemp at third, Lead at first. Bottom of the order producing here for West Linn. First pitch from Sinclair. And Lead swings and sends one in the air to left. Getting under it is Heiser. He makes the grab. Tagging on the play is Klemp, and he scores with ease. So a sacrifice fly for Thomas Dukarn. And Lead remains at first. As there's 3 runs in the top of the 4th for West Linn. So the lineup card is flipped. Jake Holcraft steps into the batter's box, a lefty, with 1 on and 2 gone. Top 4 here at Bob Brock, 5-0. The Knights lead the GreyWolves. Pitch. Misses low and outside. Again, a game that is only going 7 innings due to the heat. West Linn already up 5-0. Sinclair sets, looks over his shoulder to first and deals. 1-0, misses low and outside. Off the plate, the count at 2 balls and no strikes. A 2-run home run by Anderson. Pair of singles and a sacrifice fly by Dukarn. Sinclair tosses one slowly over to first. And diving back is Lead. Bottom of the lineup for this West Linn team has had a great start to the ball game. 2-0 from Sinclair. And a swing and a high fly ball by Holcroft into right center field. See you later. A 2-run big fly from Jake Holcroft, the second 2-run home run of the inning. And it's a 7-0 West Linn advantage. So Holcroft homers for the first time this summer. Lead comes in to score. And it's 5 runs in the top of the 4th as Coach Hop comes out and talks to Riley Sinclair. And Sinclair facing Power 5 Division I talent. On his way to Seattle University, this is a great opportunity for him to face some of the best hitters in the area. 5 hits, 7 runs. Knights have taken advantage of their base runners today. 5-run top of the 4th. Sinclair's going to stay in there. And he will face the left-handed batter, Briley Knight. Balls are carrying and flying out of the ballpark. 2 home runs in the inning for the team from West Linn. Trying to avenge a loss yesterday, their first of the year. Opening offering. And Briley Knight looks at a ball low and in. Knight still looking for his first knock. Walked and scored in the first. Grounded out right back to Sinclair on a great play by Sinclair. Was able to spear it off the ground. 1-0 to Knight. And he looks at another ball below the knees. The count at 2 balls and no strikes. Knight 7, GreyWolves none. Top 4 at Bob Brock. Riley Knight in his third at bat, 2-0. And he looks at a ball on the outside. The count at 3 balls and no strikes, 2. Wind is blowing, but it doesn't mean it's not 99. A hot afternoon at Bob Brock, 3-0. And ball 4, Briley Knight with his second. Oh, and hold up now. A late strike call. Knight was halfway down to first. I was ready to call it a walk. And we'll back it up with the count of 3-1 with 2 outs. 5 runs in the top of the 4th. 3-1 on its way to 9th. And he swings and laces one foul on the right field line. Count at 3-2. Excuse the technical difficulties. It is pushing 105 up here in the press box. And technology doesn't do great in heat. 7-0 Knights. The Knights do great in heat. 3-2. And Bradley Knight takes ball 4 for the second time. As up comes the left-handed batter, Jake Dugar. The 1-on, the inning continues with 2 outs. And the left-hander Dugar will see a different pitcher. Coach Hop's going to go to the bullpen. We'll come back after this short break. 7-0 Knights. Top of the 4th still rolling. So Brendan Vogler on the mound, the right-handed pitcher for the GreyWolves. So he looks into Jake Dugar. And the first pitch is a ball low and outside. Top 4 at Bob Rock, a 5-run top of the 4th for the Westland Knights. Jake Dugar, the 9th batter of the inning. The Knights have batted around. Bradley Knight at first after his second walk. 1-0. That ball misses low and away. They count it 2 balls and no strikes. Vogler pitched 2 innings against the Knights on Sunday, July 12th. Gave up 3 runs and 3 hits and 2 walks. Back against Westland. Runner goes. Ball's low and inside. Another throw by Lovings from his knees, and the ball gets out into center field. Bradley Knight's on his way to third. Count is 1-1. Pieces are loaded for your Wesley. And
What we've developed is a concept that is based upon a friendship partnership, but there's much more to it than that.
It was an adventure. What happened today, it was like making an adventure. Let's go. What will happen?
The Venados came to us and said, we've got real talent down here and we want you to see them. And whatever happens, happens. But what it started to become was something a lot more special than that.
Sport is a bridge, and I think this is the beginning of a journey that is going to develop into something very, very special.
They all have that same dream of playing baseball at the next level. Everybody came together in this old ballpark for baseball and couldn't have had more fun.
I can only imagine that it's going to be electric, for us to experience, and then hopefully we can kind of bring some of that love back to them, and hopefully it's a good game and it's exciting.
We came down here with a goal to expand baseball and expand culture, and it's the universal language.
so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom four here at Bob Brock. Dominic Enbody steps into the batter's box. Nice, put up 5 runs in the top of the 4th. We have seen this GreyWolves team just yesterday put up an 8-run inning. Facing a different Knights team, Washburn steals. And a strike, low and away. They counted 0-1. Enbody, the left-handed batter, flew out to first base his first time up. A 1-2, and he takes one that skips in the dirt. The count levels out at a ball and a strike. An 11-batter top of the 4th for the Knights. 2 big flies. 5-0 lead, 1-1. Misses up and away. From Washburn in the count at 2 balls and a strike. On for it, Bob Brock. Enbody restraps the glove, taps the plate twice, and looks towards Washburn. Nods off one side and deals. Going outside for a ball. The count at 3 balls and 1 strike. Wind is blowing strong out to center. 3-1. Strike 2. Over the middle of the plate. You hit one out to left center. Ball is going to carry over the fence. Base is empty. Nobody out. The 3-2. Enbody takes strike 3 on the outside. And 3 strikeouts in a row for Washburn. His 5th of the ball game. And up comes the right-handed batter, Trace Hockinen. So 1 gone, base is vacant, opening offering. And Hockinen looks at a strike, low and outside. Hockinen flew out to right, his first time up to end the first inning, an inning that had the bases loaded for the GreyWolves. 0-1. Checks his swing, and he cannot hold up, and the count at 0-2. West Linn 4-1, taking their first loss of the summer yesterday against the Pickles in a 5-4 game. And the 8th inning had the tying run at 3rd. Here's the 0-2. Misses up and inside. Look out. Counted a ball and 2 strikes. Washburn able to work out of trouble in the first inning. He's been money ever since. After his walk to Lovings, he's retired 11 in a row. And his 1-2 just misses away. The count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Ball clips the umpire. Moving over is Klemp. He gets to it. Throws to first. Scooped out by Anderson in time. A great dig, a great throw. And there's 2 gone. So that's going to be the 4th strikeout in a row, the 6th of the ball game for Washburn, who is rolling. So the right-handed batter, Kevin Miser, steps in. Bases empty, 2 out. Opening offering is a strike, low and away, and the count at 0-1. Washburn looks in, holds a glove belt high, shakes off a side, shakes off another, head kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And the count at 0-2. Miser flew out to left in his first at bat. Washburn trying to make it 10 in a row retired. And he does. 3 up, 3 down, all strikeouts. How about 5 in a row from Jack Washburn as we head to the 5th. 7-0 Knights over the GreyWolves. So James Anderson, who had a 2-run home run his last time up, steps into the batter's box. The righty to lead things off in the top of the 5th. 7-0 Knights here at Bob Brock. Opening offering from Vogler. And Anderson swings and slaps one short hop down the left field line. And Body has it to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. Vogler off on the right foot here in the 5th. And up comes Nicholas Klemp. Klemp singled and scored back in that 5-run 4th inning. Right-handed batter. After this batter, we'll get you trivia for the ball game. A 7th inning game into the heat here at Bob Brock. Opening offering. Swinging a high drive into left center field. This ball going back, and it's off the bottom of the wall. Unable to handle it, Heiser. Klemp jobs into second. He'll stay there. It's a 1-out double for Nicholas Klemp, and a runner in scoring position for the Knights as up comes Ben Linn. Well, this question for the trivia as we get a mound visit. Which rookie pitcher hit a home run in his very first at-bat? Give you a hint, it was in the 1950s. So runner at second, 1 out, top 5. 7-0 Knights. And Ben Linn looks in. Vogler looks at second, looks home and deals. And a ball low and outside, counted 1-0. Gresham had their best opportunity in the first. The Knights have been rolling ever since the 3rd. 1 run in the first, 1 in the 3rd, 5 in the 4th for Westland. Vogler's 1-0 home. And Benton leads, swings and drives one into left center. Getting under it is Manning, and no tag. And there's 2 gone. So Thomas Ducart stands in. Again, the question for trivia: what rookie pitcher hit a home run in his very first at bat? 1952 is the year. Opening offering to Ducart. And the lefty looks at a ball upstairs. Count at 1-0. Righty on lefty battle. Up at second after his double off the bottom of the wall in left field towards the Ken's Auto Body Service side. Vogler looks in. 1-0 on Ducart, who scored back in the third. Pitch to him. And Ducart looks at a ball up and inside. The count at 2-0. And time is called. Is that Heiser behind the plate? Heiser behind the plate. Rufo in left for the GreyWolves. 2-0. And Ducart swings and drives one into right field for a base hit. Around third on his way home. Lead will score with ease. The second RBI of the ball game for Thomas Ducart after his sacrifice fly in the fourth. And it's 8-0 Westland. So Klemp comes in to score for the second time. Left-handed batter Jake Holcroft, the leadoff man, steps in with a runner at first and 2 gone. Top 5, 1 run in for the Knights. They're up 8-0. Vogler deals. And a ball up and inside. Count at 1-0. Wind is going awfully strong out to center. Holcroft looks on. Ducart leads at first. And on the 1-0. Misses low and outside. Good dig. Heiser. And Vogler looks over to first. Vogler sets, runner on, 2 go. 2-0. Swinging a drive into left center field, getting under it and making the catch is Rufo. That does it for the top of the 5th. Halfway home, 8-0. The Knights lead the ball.
It started with a checkup that led to a question that spurred a discovery that changed the way we practice health, which led to more questions and more discoveries that changed more ways we practice health. And on it goes. Introducing OHSU Health, a system of doctors and nurses, researchers, clinics, and hospitals, all working together to build a better way to wellness.
So Payson Manning steps into the batter's box, opening offering to him. And he swings and misses. 5 strikeouts for Washburn in a row. 7 in the ball game. He's feeling good. 0-1 home. Swinging a pop-up foul. The count at 0-2. Oh, 2 to the righty Manning. And the pitch. Swinging a topper foul into the glove. Strikeout number 8 and number 6 in a row for Jack Washburn. So in stands Tanner Jacques, and he looks at a first pitch ball low and away. Bottom 5 here at Bob Brock. 8-0 Knights lead the GreyWolves. Wind blown out to center. Balls will carry the pitch. Misses up and outside. And the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Tanner Jacques walked his last time up. He's the last GreyWolf to reach. That was back in the second. 2-0. And a ball up and away. And the count at 3 balls and no strikes. And an opportunity for Jacques to get aboard. Washburn shakes off a pair of signs. The 3-0. Strike. Low and inside. And the count at 3-1. 6 straight strikeouts for Jack Washburn. The 3-1. Strike 2, low and inside, and an opportunity for 7. The right-hander from Westland. Payoff pitch on its way. And it gets the helmet of Jacques. So Jacques takes a hit by pitch. And up comes Trevor Antonsen. So the right-handed batter was hit by a pitch in the first, left stranded at third. It's the only GreyWolf to reach third base. That was back in the first. Bottom 5, 8-0 Knights. And the first pitch to Antonsen is on the outside. Count at 1-0. 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Westland. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for GreyWolves. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Antonsen. And the count at 1-1. Bottom 5. Washburn has struck out 7 of his last 9 batters. And he gets the ball low and away. And the count at 2-1. Jacques leads at first. 1 gone. Bottom 5 at Bob Brock. 8-0 lead for the Westland Knights, trying to bounce back after taking their first loss in the Wild Wild West League yesterday. 2-1. And Antonsen swings and lifts this one into right field. Going back his lead, still going back onto the track. He looks up and it's gone. A 2-run home run for Trevor Antonsen. The GreyWolves get on the board, and it's 8-2. Knights lead. So the first hit since the first inning is a 2-run home run by Antonsen. Just like that, the GreyWolves within 6. So Grant Heiser, the right-handed batter, in the 2 spot, stands in. And he swings and misses. Down to 0-1. On a day where it's hot and windy, balls carry, and Washburn gets burned. As strike 2 to Heiser, up and outside, the count of 1-1. Bottom 5. And the 8-2. So we're going to pop up down the right field line. This ball on top of the barn. The count at 0-2. Heiser struck out in the first, flew out to center in the third. Bottom 5 at Bob Brock. 8-2 Knights lead the GreyWolves. And the 0-2. Strike, low 3, low and inside. And there's out number 2 of the 5th. 9 strikeouts for Washburn. The most we've seen in 5 innings in the Wild Wild West League was 10. That was by Aaron Davenport on opening night. And right now, Washburn an opportunity to match that. And the pitch on. Misses low and inside. The count at 1 ball and no strikes. 2 runs for the GreyWolves in the bottom of the 5th. They get on the board thanks to a home run by Antonsen down the right field line by the 3:02 mark. 1-0. Misses up and outside. To the lefty Halligan, and the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Washburn's 2-0. And Halligan swings and drives this one into left center field. Going back is Holcroft. Holcroft reaches up and onto the warning track. He makes the catch. 1 hit, a 2-run home run from Antonsen. 9 strikeouts for Washburn as we head to the 6th. It's 8-2 Knights. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top of the 6th. Riley Knight steps in. Parker Huffman, Carla Jimenez with you here. Parker, thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's
Staying cool?
I'm trying my best. Definitely a hot one, but it's pitchers are throwing faster and the balls are going farther.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of home runs. 3 2-run home runs. Riley Knight stands in. The 1-0, 2-0 from Vogler. Misses low and outside. Count of 2 hit balls and no strikes. Riley Knight up to bat. He's DHing today, not in the field. But he had a couple of walks. Always seems to make an impact. And there's a strike. Low and inside tonight. The count of 2 balls and 1 strike. Feels like anybody with a bat in their hands has an opportunity to get a home run today.
Yeah, well, I mean, Washburn's looking great. He got 9 Ks, and then that home run last inning looked like a routine fly ball, and it just kept going out to right field. So
2-1 misses up and away tonight. The count at 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, he's given up 2 hits, and one of them carried about 60 yards out the right field.
Right.
3-1. Riley Knight takes walk number 3 of the ballgame. So Knight, right in a 5-game history, the longest of the Wild Wild West League, but he's got 3 walks today. And up comes the lefty, Jake Ducard. Ducard bros have had their impact. Jake's got a walk. Reached second. Thomas with 2 RBIs and a walk.
Yeah, this guy's quite the athlete here. Had a chance to play football at Arizona State, decided to go to Oregon State where he was going to play football there as a quarterback. And I think it was actually the coach saying, I want you to pick one. And he went with baseball. I was talking to Randy about that last night. I said, well, that'd be a nice thing to be able to do.
Yeah, it would be 1 ball, no strikes, 2 Thomas, 2 But I think he probably chose the right one.
Yeah,
Just
I think he's doing just fine for himself.
less risk to the body in baseball.
Right.
1-0 from Vogler. Knight, they throw over to him. Riley Knight has stolen 1 base today. He's also reached second on a pass ball. Knights, no matter the score, they're going to play the same way. Got to respect it out of Coach Knight. This hit. Dukart swings and drives one into right center field. This ball is going back. Getting under it is Halligan, and it carries to the trees, but not past the fence line. You just see the ball. It right as it comes off the bat, you think it's going yard. Just how the way the ball has flown today.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You see the flag out there over the scoreboard, heading right out to center field.
It is. Parker, I know we saw the rendition of the national anthem, and it was a great rendition. He's just swinging a drive into left field. This ball hangs up there, sliding and making the catch is KJ Rufo.
Nice catch. That was tough.
That was a nice catch. Just as nice as our national anthem. Why don't you talk about Pete? I know you know him.
Oh yeah, me and Peter McCoy. Shout out Peter McCoy. We go way back. I've known him since I was probably about 8 or 9 years old, and we've been good buddies ever since. And he's taught himself how to play guitar, and now he's teaching kids how to play guitar at the Youth Music Project in West Linn. Quite the musician. Everybody go ahead and check out his band Hot Company on all streaming services.
That's pretty sweet. Pete did a terrific job. He's going to be at the night game too, right?
Yep, he's coming back. Back. Round 2.
Hopefully it's a little cooler then.
Yeah.
Runner at first, 2 outs, top 6. Vogler steps off.
I think we've officially hit triple digits here.
Which means it's 10 degrees hotter up here in the booth.
Yeah.
1 on its way to Armstrong. And he swings and skies one to left field. Rufo has been busy, gets under it, wearing the shades, makes the catch. We'll take a quick break and come back. Parker Huffman alongside Carlo Jimenez. It's a 8-2 Knights lead midway through 6.
What we've developed is a concept that is based upon a friendship partnership, but there's much more to it than that.
It was an adventure. What happened today, it was like making an adventure. Let's go. What will happen?
The Venados came to us and said, we've got real talent down here and we want you to see them. And whatever happens, happens. But what it started to become was something a lot more special than that.
Sport is a bridge, and I think this is the beginning of a journey that is going to develop into something very, very special.
They all have that same dream of playing baseball at the next level. Everybody came together in this old ballpark for baseball and couldn't have had more fun.
I can only imagine that it's going to be electric, for us to experience, and then hopefully we can kind of bring some of that love back to them, and hopefully it's a good game and it's exciting.
We came down here with a goal to expand baseball and expand culture, and it's a universal language.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to baseball this afternoon. Sunday matinee matchup, 8-2, Knights leading the Grey Wolves. As coming to bat is KJ Rufo, in for Isaac Lovings. And on the mound, a new pitcher, Taylor Holder. Carly Meadows alongside Parker Huffman. Bottom 6 here at Bob Rock. First at bat for Rufo, who's been busy in left field.
Yeah, had some really nice plays out there. Didn't make that last one look too easy, but got it done.
And there's a strike low and outside to him. So Holder in for Washburn after Washburn gets 9 strikeouts in 5 innings. 0-1. Look out, up and inside. Kind of 1-1. Holder's kind of an interesting story. Parker is under the radar for most of his beginning of his high school career, then went to a tournament in the Northwest, and he spent 2 innings pumping 92-mile-an-hour fastballs past guys as a sophomore. Later that day, he would receive 10 collegiate offers.
Wow.
Not a bad day, huh?
No, not at all. Wish I could say the same. Where's he at now? U of O?
He's headed to Oregon, yeah.
Oh.
But he's from Corvallis. He grew up a Corvallis fan his whole life.
Wow. So it's almost sacrilegious.
Yeah. He believes Oregon will give him a better opportunity to play some baseball.
Yeah, up-and-coming program.
2-1 to Rufo. Misses. The count of 3 balls and 1 strike. You hear that from a lot of guys. I think guys want to go where they know they're going to play. And
yeah.
You got to be really, really good to know you're going to play up in Corvallis.
Yeah, absolutely. Still a top-tier program. Has been for quite some time. So can't blame him at all.
3-1 to Rufo. And there's a leadoff walk from Holder to Rufo. So KJ Rufo strolls the first. And up comes the lefty, Dominic Enbody. And Brooke Knight wants to go top to Holder. Parker, it's a hot one today. How you been keeping cool?
Well, I've been hydrating since about 9 a.m. Probably on my 5th or 6th water bottle.
It's always good.
Staying in the shade. Got a little tent down there where I was doing will call, so that was nice to have. And other than that, just trying to deal with it the best I can. It's pretty hard to avoid out here. Got some dry heat, but that's all right. We're watching baseball, so I'm not going to complain.
Can't be that bad, right? Some good baseball, might I add. 1 on, nobody out. Bottom 6. GreyWolves trying to get something going, cutting to the 8-2 Knights lead. Holder's first pitch to Enbody. Misses, and they count at 1-0. Taylor Holder has thrown a couple balls in a row. Almost when you see that flag flying up there in center and how dry it is, I want to take a back down there and see if I can crank one over a wall.
I know. Yeah, I'd
1-0 is a swing and a miss. Count of 1-1.
I definitely like to take a little BP. But yeah, walking out onto the mound, that probably not the first thing you want to see is that flag flying right out to center field.
When we were talking to Randy Brock yesterday, and he says he doesn't see a lot of balls get hit out to deep left center, but that's where most of them have gone today.
Yeah, it's not been uncommon to see that in this league. Shows you the difference. High school baseball to this level here. You guys a little more developed, a little more strength.
So 2-1 to Enbody, 1 on, nobody out. Pitch home. And a strike. On inside, count levels out at 2-2. They're trying to get things going. The Knights rocking the undershirts today.
Yeah, I mean, understandable. I guess they just got one layer, but a little surprising to see them choose to go with the black jerseys.
2-2 and a swing and a miss by Enbody. Out number 1 of the inning. A little different look for the guys who have been in stripes. And up comes Trace Hockinen. Now, Hockinen Parker doesn't wear gloves. It just looks like it hurts.
Yeah, rub a little dirt on it. I like it. Old school.
It's old school, but he just needs a knock.
He's a fun guy to watch play, man. That guy's got some talent. Be interesting to see how the future unfolds for him.
Hockinen looks at the ball up and inside. Count of 1-0 from Holder. Bottom 6, 8-2. Knights leading the GreyWolves. GreyWolves trying to get on the board and add some runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner goes. Pitch is low and outside. The throw from Klemp is not in time. And a good headfirst dive by Rufo steals a base. And a runner in scoring position with 1 out for the GreyWolves. So some aggressive base running for this GreyWolves team. We haven't seen that a lot this summer.
No. Almost kept sliding by the bag there. It was a good job to keep his foot and save him from sliding past it.
Yeah. It looked like Rufo had it beat all the way. Almost a little too fast for his own good. 1-1 to Hakkinen. And he takes the ball downstairs below the knees. The count at 2-1. Well, Parker, not really a game we saw yesterday afternoon, but it continues to be the trend. 2:30 offensive ball games.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what it is. If it's the heat or what. You know, the wind seems to.
2-1 gets back to the back screen on his way to third is Rufo.
Wind seems to stay pretty consistent throughout the day here, but yeah, these afternoon games have been jam-packed with offense.
And an offensive galore here at Bob Brock. It's not bad. I don't think anybody's complaining.
I'm not.
It's nice to see some offense. 3-1 on its way. Strike 2 on the outside. Good pitch from Holder. And the count runs full with the runner at third.
Holder's got a nice little slide piece. I saw him throwing in warm-ups. We'll see if he goes with it or if he's just going to stick with the fastball.
3-2. Swinging a big chopper up the middle. It gets by the infield for a base hit. On his way home is Rufo. An RBI single for Hakkinen. And it's a 8-3 West Linn lead. Well, the GreyWolves aren't done yet, Parker.
No, they don't go down easily. These guys are scrappy. You know, took a tough loss yesterday after putting 12 runs on the board, and not something you typically be able to say, but this is a good little ball club here.
The one thing that's nice about this league is everybody fights all the time. The guys know that, you know, tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Right.
How crazy things have been. So,
no, it's been a lot of fun to watch. You know, I think everybody was a little interested how things were going to play out with the Knights and the Pickles seeming to be a little bit more talented, but it's been some very entertaining games throughout.
1 is a strike up and away. The count at 0-2 to the right-handed batter, Kevin Miser. Miser 0 for 2, struck out his last at bat. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom 6, opportunity for the GreyWolves. Already have 1 run in, trying to add some more. 2 more runs in this inning, and they're right back in this ballgame. There's a ball upstairs. Holder out there. It's just so hard to judge guys in this league with, 1, how short it is. Nobody's really going to be able to get into a rhythm.
Right.
And 2, the days in between baseball, starting pitchers will probably have 4 or 5 outings. As Miser swings and chops one to second. Stepping on second is Stevens, and he throws to first for the out.
Ouch.
Parker, you'll hang with us for the top of the 7th?
Yeah, I'll hang around. Why not?
All right, 6-3 double play. That does it for the 6th. It's 8-3 West Linn over Gresham.
And welcome back to Bob Rock Stadium. We got Brendan Bogler on the mound for the GreyWolves and Parker Huffman here alongside Carlo Jimenez for some Wild Wild West League baseball.
It's been wild. 11 runs already. Top 7. Opening offering. Anderson looks at a strike up and away. Well, Anderson had a 2-run home run back in the 4th, the first home run of the ball game. That one was to deep left center, and it was a shot.
Yeah, quite the shot there. That thing just kept on going.
0-1. Misses upstairs for a ball. The count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Top 7. You're at Bob Brock. 8-3 the lead for the Knights. And a ball outside to Anderson.
I like those batting gloves. He's got a little American flag action.
Yeah, usually Anderson will wear the American flag face mask over the neck. As he swings and ropes one down the left field line, this ball hooking, and it's a fair ball. Anderson around first, hustling into second. He's in there standing. And it's a leadoff double for Andy Anderson, James Anderson, who continues to have a great ball game.
Have yourself a day, James.
I lost a shin pad on his way to second. So runner in scoring position for Nicholas Klemp, who's got a single and a double and 2 runs. Bottom of the lineup has produced 5 runs, Parker.
Wow.
Knights
Yeah.
are dangerous.
Yeah, this Knights team is pretty solid all the way through the lineup. Pretty much no matter who they got out there.
So Nicholas Klemp swings and misses. The count at 0-1. And Anderson with terrific speed at second base. Bogler looks in. Looks at second and deals. 0-1 is a strike, low and inside. Anderson's is 2 for 2. He's got the 2 RBIs. Nicholas Klemp is 2 for 3 with 2 runs. Van Lee's got a single and a run, and Thomas Ducar's got a pair of RBIs as well. And a run. 0-2. And Klemp swings and cues one into right field. Getting under it is Halligan for out number 1. And up comes the right-hander Ben Lee. Parker, we got the rematch for Portland for the night game.
Yeah, very exciting to see the 2 Portland clubs going at it. Pickles and the little Pickles, the Gherkins. So, going to be a fun finish to tonight.
Right-hander lead, swings and misses, count at 0-1. Yeah, it should be a good one. It was a lot closer the first time than I think people expected it to be.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's going to be interesting tonight. Pickles got the big win against the Knights last night, so they're trying to keep it rolling. But Gherkins finally got on the board with a win, so they're trying to put themselves back in the conversation. So I think it's going to be a scrappy little game and should stay hot. So we'll see some balls fly, I think.
And it should be a fun one. 8-3 Knights here in our Sunday matinee, top 7.
Gherkins have more home runs than any other team, I think, at this point.
Yeah, and they are on a 2-game win streak. On the dirt, Gherkins have, without a doubt, scored more runs than anybody else. Even this Westland Knights team doesn't help that they had 27 in their last 2 games against the GreyWolves, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Remarkable.
27.
Unbelievable, as Dave's Killer Bread would say.
I see what you did there. 1-2. And it hits lead. So up comes the lefty, Thomas Ducar. The last time these 2 teams faced off, Parker, was on Thursday, our opener, and it was 2-1. The Knights squeaked out a win after falling behind 1-0.
Yeah.
But for the GreyWolves, it's always been how well is the pitching, because the hitters get runs. This is a team that scores. They've not been shut out yet this year. It's the defense that struggles. This ball gets back to the dirt, and everybody moves up 90 feet.
Yeah, who'd the Wolves have on the mound that night? Was it Wright?
Yeah, Scott Wright, like a gem. 6 innings, 1 run against a team that was, at the time, had put up 14 runs the game before. So Anderson at third and Lead at second after the pass ball. 1-0 on its way. And Dukart looks at another one in the dirt. It's interesting how Brook Knight structures his lineup. He has Thomas Dukart, the lefty, and then Holcroft, Knight, and Jake Dukart, all lefties. So
Wow.
he faced 4 lefties in a row from 9 through 3. 2-0. Check swing. The count at 3 balls and no strikes.
I don't know about that one.
It was
I don't
close.
know about that one, Carlo.
2 on, 1 gone, top 7. Knights leading by 5, trying to add some more. And the 3-0. And Dukart takes a walk, so the bases are loaded.
Bogey better watch it here.
Jake Holcroft already has 1 big fly. 2-run home run back in the 4th. He is 1 for 4. That was his first home run of the summer. Parker, let's just talk about the setup we got going on up here with how hot it is. We got ice bags everywhere. We got a computer in some ice.
We got a computer in a little tub with some bags of ice, doing everything we can to keep this thing going for the fans. You know, definitely been a little DIY action all throughout this league, but we're getting it done.
It's been DIY since day 1. Bases loaded, top 7, 1 out. The pitch. And the dirt. And they counted 1 ball and 1 strike. The left-handed Holcroft. What I've noticed out of this Knights team is they're going to get a jump on some other teams in the WCC. There's a lot of Portland Pilots playing together.
Yeah.
1-1 from Vogler. And Holcroft swings and sends one to the gap in the left center. This ball going back, and it's gone.
Oh, wow.
Grand slam. Jake Holcroft with his second in the ball game. A grand salami, and it is a 12-3 lead for Westland.
It is just amazing how the balls are carrying out of this stadium. I thought there was no chance of that going out, and it just kept on going.
Don't count them out at Bob Brock, especially when it's triple digits and the wind is blowing hard. So the Knights need 1 more run to enact the 10-run rule. As Knight swings and taps one up the middle, charging is Antonsen from second to first. They got him. So 2 outs, top 7, and up comes Jake Duca. So Bradley Knight, 7-game hitting streak is in jeopardy. Or 5-game, excuse me. I'm sure he doesn't care all that much. He's reached 3 times on walks. And up comes the lefty Jake Duca. First pitch from Vogler to Duca. Looks at the ball downstairs. So 28 runs in yesterday's afternoon game, 15 runs in today's, and we are not close to being over. 1-0. Misses outside. Counted 2 balls and no strikes. A lot of runs,
Yep, this Knights offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, it does. Pinstripes, you get a little bit of a Yankee vibe, don't you?
Yeah. Well, going into the West Coast League too, these guys have been a powerhouse for a while.
Dukart looks at a strike, and the count at 3-0, 3-1, excuse me. Parker, any plans in between games?
No, I'm just gonna get myself prepared for the second game. I'm sure there's been a couple people buying tickets, but ticket sales a little light tonight. Understandably so. I don't think too many people are trying to be out in the scorching sun, but expecting a few more to roll in here for the good matchup. We got Portland versus Portland.
Yeah, and if the Gurks win, they're tied for second place.
Exactly.
There's a lot on the line. Swinging a miss by Dukart, ball in the dirt. Zooming up as Heiser, he goes to first, and that does it for the top of the 7th.
Bang, bang.
2 hits, a 4-run home run, grand slam by Jake Holcroft. 12-3. Knights lead midway through 7. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's bottom 7, Bob Brock, 12-3, Knights lead. Payson Manning looks at a first pitch ball up and away from Taylor Holder in the count at 1-0-2.
If anybody's due, it's this guy. I'm rooting for Payson.
He's had a good couple of games in the outfield as he looks at a ball that skips in there. But yeah, the bat has not gotten going yet. You know, it's different guys. It takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Washington Nationals started 1931, still won the World Series. Never know. 2-0 to Manning. Look out. And the count of 3 balls and no strikes. A lot of stirrups out here today.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm a stirrup guy. I think some guys are getting away from that these days, but love to see it.
I think on a day like today, it makes perfect sense. 3-0 to Manning, looking to get aboard with a walk, a pitch. And he takes ball 4.
Oh, there's a way to get on base.
Manning aboard for the first time this afternoon, and up comes Tanner Jacques, who's 0 for 0 with a pair of walks. Jacques has got socks that look like stirrups, but aren't stirrups.
Oh, look at that. I haven't seen that one before.
Tricky. Tanner Jacques.
Looks like the stance socks. Becoming quite popular.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you like stirrups but you don't want to wear them, there's one way to do it.
Well, you only got one layer to deal with there.
True that. 0-1-2. Runner on first, nobody out, bottom 7. Ball in the dirt, and they have Manning in a rundown, and they didn't get him.
Wow.
Manning had a huge lead at first, and then realized he had to go to second, and he gets a stolen base.
Impressive, yeah. I think he knew he was done for if he tried to go back for first, so he just took off with no hesitation and made it.
So walk and a stolen base for Payson, and up Jacques with an opportunity for an RBI. GreyWolves won't go away. 1-1. Strike up and outside. The count of 1-2. Antonsen is on deck. He had a 2-run home run to put the GreyWolves on the board back in the 5th. Only 3 hits, but 3 runs for this GreyWolf team. 1-2 from Holder. And this ball is lifted down the right field line. Lead gets to it in fair territory. Tagging on the play is Manning. He goes to third. And good base running. Has a runner 90 feet away with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Trevor Antonsen. Parker, let's switch a happy birthday to Colleen's brother, David.
Oh, David. Happy birthday, David.
Yeah.
You out there in Minnesota?
I believe so.
All right. Terrible accent.
That was all right. I'm not going to give it a try. I don't think I could do anything like that.
I was going to do it, and then I thought about not doing it, but then I did it.
You know, sometimes that's how it be. Ball in the dirt, and Manning thinks better of it. Just not sure if you want to risk coming home and down by 9. Runner at third, 1 gone. Bottom 7, 2:30 games. If you like quick baseball, don't come. If you like offense, please come. Taylor's 2-0. Swinging a foul. Coach Hop.
Oh, hung with it.
Good play.
Chested it up, stayed in front. Textbook.
So 2-1 to Antonsen. And the pitch. Swinging a 2-hopper and unable to get to it is Armstrong. Coming home is Manning. An RBI for Antonsen, his 3rd of the ball game. And what did you know? The GreyWolves had another.
Ryan Mood's howling somewhere.
So Grant Heiser moved from left to catcher, stands in. Thoughts on these GreyWolves jerseys?
Oh, I love them.
Do you really?
I love them.
Not a huge fan.
Well, to each their own.
I feel like we could just go camo without having the eyes. You know what I mean? The eyes.
It's unique.
True. Do you leave them the same if you could design your own?
No.
What would it look like? What would a Parker Huffman GreyWolf jersey look like?
Probably have like some scratches across the chest.
Okay.
You know, maybe some eyes on the back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe a little like eat my dust on the back too.
There you go.
All right. 2-0 runner at first, 1 out. Swing it a foul down the right field line towards Alan Miller. Kind of 2-1. Miller is going to come on the broadcast later.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. One reason to tune into the 7 o'clock.
Owner of the Portland Pickles and now the Portland Gherkins.
And the Wild Wild West League. 2-1.
The Marshall.
Man, the myth, the legend. The count evens up at 2-2 to Grant Heiser, the righty. Antonsen on first after his RBI. Bottom 7. GreyWolves have put up 4 runs in the last 3 innings. All off Holder. Check swing. And he went. And that does it. So Heiser strikes out. And up comes Baxter Halligan, the left-handed batter. I love the red shirt today. Tiger Red is in.
Yeah. Got to go red for Sunday. Little Portland Mavericks jersey. Number 4, Bing Russell. So had to break it out for the Sunday games. Gotta love that story. If you haven't had a chance to see the documentary on Netflix, The Battered Bastards of Baseball, I highly recommend it.
Look at that flying good center. Absolutely flying. Hit one into the air and has a chance to go over the fence.
Yep. That's been proven.
1-0 to Halligan. A run and hit, as Robert Jones likes to call it. And back to first goes Trevor Antonsen.
A run and hit.
His reasoning to me pregame was that a hit and run would assume there's a hit and then a run. But the runner takes off, and then there's a hit.
Logical. I like it.
Robert's a logical guy. 1-1. Strike, lone inside, and the count of the ball, and 2 strikes. To Halligan. Rufo on deck. He walked, stole a base, scored in his last at bat. Looks like there is a night warming up for Brook Knight. Now, do we know if the team's named after Brook Knight, or is this just a big coincidence? 1-2 way upstairs.
It's actually, believe it or not, they originally, I think, still were owned by Phil Knight and his wife, the Knights. So that's where the name came from. I think it's actually quite the coincidence.
It is quite the coincidence. 2-2. And one hopper. Anderson steps on first. That does it. Halligan is retired. To the 8th we go. GreyWolves get a run. 12-4. Knights lead. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 8th here at Bob Brock. We do have a little correction. The Westland Knights are actually owned by the Greek goddess Nike. Yeah, just kidding. Dan Siegel owns them. Parker likes to tell fables. It sounded good. But Dan is the owner. And Dan's done a great job. So if you're watching, Dan, we apologize. 1-0. Way upstairs. The count of 2 balls and no strike. Ents are in. Facing off against Stevens, Armstrong, and Anderson. Pitch on the way. And a strike up and outside to Chad Stevens, a shortstop for the Westland Knights. The count at 2-1. 2-1 from Manser. Ball misses lowered inside. The count at 3 balls and 1 strike. Top 8 here at Bob Brock. 12-4. The Knights lead the GreyWolves. And the 3-1. And Armstrong, Stevens swings and sends one in the air to right. Halligan has out number 1 of the 8th. So up comes the right-handed batter, Andy Armstrong. Armstrong flew out to right and left. He's 0-for-4. Base is empty, nobody out, or 1 out, excuse me, top 8. And a strike low and outside to Armstrong. Top of the 8th here at Bob Brock. Knights trying to revenge their loss yesterday. Look out. Armstrong almost gets clipped with the baseball. They count at 1-1. Manser holds the glove head high, steps, kicks, and deals. 1-1 home. Behind and clips the bat of Andy Armstrong for a foul ball. That's a bummer. It's like a bank shot in basketball when you don't mean to. You miss so bad, you make. So 1-2 to Andy Armstrong. With one out, the pitch. And Armstrong swings and slaps one up the middle for a base hit. First hit of the ball game for the third baseman from Westland. And up comes James Anderson, who doubled and scored in his last at bat. Anderson has a home run. 2-run shot back in the fourth. One of 3 home runs for Westland today. 1 on, 1 out, top 8 here at Bob Brock. And the pitch home. Strike. Low and inside, the count at 1-0. One 0 on its way. Misses up and away. The count at 2 balls and no strikes. Anderson, 2 for 5. Quick throw over to first. Diving back is Armstrong. 12-4 the lead for the Knights. Another quick throw back to first. Armstrong with a single, 1 on, 1 out, top 8. Manser into the ball game. He's set to the belt and deals a 2-0. Misses up and outside. The count at 3 balls and no strikes. Knights put up 4 runs in the top of the 7th thanks to a grand slam from Jake Holcroft. 3-0. And ball 4 away. Anderson takes a called strike, low and outside. So the count of 3-1. Anderson looks down and the pitch. And now he takes ball 4 upstairs. So 2 on with 1 out. And up comes the right-hander, Nicholas Klemp. Klemp singled and doubled. He has scored twice in the ballgame. Manser sets, looks towards second, deals home. And the ball misses up and outside. The count at 1-0. The righty Klemp. And he takes another ball upstairs. Count at 2 balls and no strikes. GreyWolves put up 4 runs in their last 3 innings. Knights have 5 runs in the same span. They lead at 12-4. Klemp the righty looks in. 2-0, and he swings and belts one into right center field for a base hit. Around third on his way home is Armstrong. Stopping at third is Anderson. It's an RBI knock for Nicholas Klemp. And there's a run in. It's 13-4 Knights in the top of the 8th. So runners at first and third. Manser talks to Heiser. As up comes the right-handed batter, Ben Lee. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Knights leading by 9. He taps the plate once, looks in towards Manser. Pulls the bat behind his head. And the opening offering. Misses up and away for a ball. The count of 1 ball and no strikes. Corrales jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Gresham responded with 2 in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch and a strike up and away to lead. 1-1, throw to first. And back to take lead. There's Clemp. 1-1. In there for a strike. The count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Clemp at first, Anderson at third. Top 8, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2-Ben lead. The pitch. And he swings and cranks one foul on the right field line. And the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. (13-4), advantage Westland. 1-2. Strike 3. Low and inside. Lee is down. Looking. There's 2 gone with 2 on for the left-handed batter, Thomas Dukart. Dukart is not recorded an unproductive out. He walked in the 3rd, had a sacrifice fly in the 4th, singled with an RBI in the 5th, and walked back in the 7th, 3 for 3. First pitch to him, misses up and away. Down at 1 ball and no strikes. Anderson after his walk at 3rd. Clemp after his RBI single is at first. The 1-0. Ball misses up and outside, and the count at 2 balls and no strikes. It's a Knights ball club that's got the offense back working. 13 runs. We're at the top of the 8th. 2-0. This is low and away. The count at 3 balls and no strikes. To it, Dukart. Anderson with his batting gloves in his hands. Leads at 3rd. Here's the pitch. Strike. Low and inside. Catches the corner. We count at 3-1. (3-1) on his way to Dukart. Way over the head of Dukart. And that's ball 4. Not running at 3rd is Anderson. And a walk keeps the inning rolling with 2 outs. Bases are loaded once again for Jake Holcroft. Holcroft already has a 2-run home run and had a grand slam back in the 7th. And an opportunity to do it again here in the 8th. Opening offering to Holcroft. And he looks at a ball up and away. Count at 1-0. Holcroft is 2 for 5 with 6 RBIs. Chance to grab more here at the top of the 8th. 1-0-2. And he takes the ball up and in, and they count it 2 balls and no strikes. First of our doubleheader here at Sunday Bob Brock Stadium. 2-0 to Holcroft. A ball in the dirt, good block by Heiser. And they count it 3 balls and no strikes. A walk walks in a run and gives the Knights a 10-run lead. And sir kicks and deals. Ball 4 upstairs. An RBI walk for Holcroft. Coming in to score is Anderson. And it's 14-4. The lead for the Westland Knights. So in stands Bradley Knight with the bases loaded. Knight still looking for his first hit. And he looks at a ball way high. So 5 straight balls for Mansur. Coach Chop got nothing going in his bullpen. It's going to be all Mansur. 2 gone, bases loaded. Top 8, the 1-0. Up and inside, almost clips Knight. And they counted 2 balls and no strikes. Riley Knight with 3 walks on the ball game. 2-0-2. And he looks at a ball low and away. That is 7 straight balls for Menser. The count at 3-0. Ducard is on deck. He will be the 9th batter of the inning. Menser's 3-0. Knight swings and skies one. Shallow center field. Antonsen looking up. Who's got it? Antonsen can't get there. 1 run scores. 2 more come in. It's an E6. Knight to second. As Klemp, Ducard, and Holcroft come across home. Well, we thought we had seen the record yesterday with 16 runs by the Gherkins, now 17 by the Knights here today. Menser deals a strike, low and outside. Jake Ducard. So Bradley Knight still without a hit. Left-hander Ducard stands in for the 5th time today. 0-1. And he takes the ball low and outside. And the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. 28 runs combined in yesterday's afternoon game. 21 runs combined in today's afternoon ball game. Runner at second and 2 gone. 1-1 from Menser. Misses up and outside. And the count of 2 balls and a strike. Riley Knight with the lead at second. A 5-run 8th. Second 5-run inning of the ball game for Westland. 2-1 home. And a swing and a slow roller towards short. Scooped up by Jacques. He goes to first, and that does it for the top of the 8th. 5 runs by Westland. They take a 17-4 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Rufo and Buddy Hakkanen coming up for Gresham.
What we've developed is a concept that is based upon a friendship partnership, but there's much more to it than that.
It was an adventure. What happened today, it was like making an adventure. Let's go. What will happen?
The Venados came to us and said, we've got real talent down here and we want you to see them. And whatever happens, happens. But what it started to become was something a lot more special than that.
Sport is a bridge, and I think this is the beginning of a journey that is going to develop into something very, very special.
They all have that same dream of playing baseball at the next level. Everybody came together in this old ballpark for baseball and couldn't have had more fun.
I can only imagine that it's going to be electric, for us to experience, and then hopefully we can kind of bring some of that love back to them, and hopefully it's a good game and it's exciting.
We came down here with a goal to expand baseball and expand culture, and it's a universal language.
So the right-hander, KJ Rufo, stands in to face the new pitcher, Sean Weiss, a lefty closer for Westland. Opening offering from him. Misses low and outside. And the count of 1 ball and no strikes. 5 runs for Westland in the top of the 8th. They lead it 17-4. Weiss is 1-0. Up and away for a ball. We counted 2 balls to no strikes. He sets to the belt. 2-0 home. And Rufo swings and sends one in the air to right, getting under it is lead, and there's out number 1 of the bottom of the 8th. So up comes the left-handed batter, Dominic Enbody, with 1 out, and the base is vacant. Check that. So Stewart, Weber stands in. Lefty, right-hand batter, looks at a ball low and away. Kind of 1-0. Nice, with 9 runs in their last 2 innings. Gresham looking at their 4th loss in a row, and Weber swings and fouls one back to the screen. The count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 8th here at Bob Brock, our first of 2. And Westland bouncing back in a big way after taking their first loss to the league yesterday. 1-1. Ball up and outside. The count at 2 balls and 1 strike. We set to the belt. And deals. And a ball off the plate, up and away. And the count at 3-1. Weber also doesn't wear batting gloves like Trace Hockinen, who's on deck. 3-1 home. Strike catches the outside corner, low and away. The count at 3-2. Weeze exhales and deals. And Weber swings and pops one up. Stevens calls everybody out. Back pedals and he can't get there. Ball carried on him. And an E6 has Weber at first with 1 out in the 8th. Well, GreyWolves just need 51 more bases to tie this game. Runner at first, 1 out, the pitch home. Misses low and away. Count at 1-0. A hot, scorching day here at Bob Brock, where the baseballs have been flying. It's been tough to play the outfield with how the ball is carried. We saw Antonsen drop one. Now Stevens drops one. 1-0. Weeze quick play over to first, and diving back is Weber. One 0. Swing and a miss. Josh Benson at the plate for the GreyWolves. 1 on, 1 out, bottom 8. 1-1. Strike. Low and inside. And the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Benson played against the Knights on Thursday. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. 1-2. And he reaches for one and strikes out. Snap back throw to first. Weber again dives in. And up comes Kevin Meiser with 1 on and 2 gone. Meiser 0 for 3, grounded out to short to end the 6th. Weber leads at first, 17-4, the lead for the Knights. Opening offering, and Meiser swings and slaps one foul. We hope you're staying hydrated at home, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have one more game for you at 7 o'clock. to 4. Westland over Gresham. 1 on, 2 gone. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And we counted 0-2. Now, we're not sure if the run rule will be put in place, but if it is, this could be the last out of the ball game. Miser with an 0-2 count, runner at first. Weeze shakes off one pitch, now steps up. And the 0-2. Misses low and inside. Counted a ball and 2 strikes. Josh Benson hit .217 in his 2 years at Schmeketa. Went to Bellevue where he hit .300 with a .767 OPS in the shortened season. 1-2 to him. And he swings and bounces one down the third baseline. Armstrong snares it. Throw to first in time. What a play by Armstrong. And that does it for the 8th. And that does it for the ball game. 17-4, the win for Westland after losing their first game in the Wild Wild West League less than 24 hours ago. A big-time response from Brooke Knight and his squad. This broadcast was brought to you by ICE for keeping our technology cool so we can bring it to you at home. We'll be back at 7 o'clock. Don't go anywhere. Less than 2 hours away. It's the battle for Portland. Pickles playing the Gherkins here at Barbara.